GOP, global order promising. So we had run collections yesterday. After running the collections, the data should be collected. On top of the collected data, we are able to create a ATP rule and sourcing rule. But while creating the ATP rule, we are unable to see our ordinations and our items. And there are three types of ATP rules are there. What are those? Supply chain based ATP rule, lead time based ATP rule, infinite availability ATP rule. What are the different types of lead times available? Pre-processing lead time, processing lead time,
and post-processing.
manufacturing lead, cumulative manufacturing lead time, total lead time. Okay. What is that? Tesla shares are 150% hiked. 150% hike. And Facebook, I think 120. Yeah, team. You're not seen?
Yes, Krishna. 150, 120.
That's why majority of the people sometimes they prefer to take stock market as a primary job.
Yes, sir.
Order management and but I don't have like luck. I trust my hard work only because luck don't favor me. Only hard work favors me. I don't get any easy money. Only I get with the hard work.
There's with a lot of people, Krishna. You're not alone.
Okay. So minus luck factor for. So I did not create an ATP ruler. Okay, let me create again. If you select everything, not a problem. Whatever is applicable, that will be considered by the configuration. We don't have manufacturing. Okay, if you enable also, not a harm because we don't have any data for it. Okay, I'm able to see my items. It could be the calendar problem. It could be the calendar problem. This is instance issue. Okay, so I actually found this issue and I found the workaround also. What I did yesterday, I verified that an existing org that is collected and I took that ordination calendar and that calendar I added to my inventory org. Okay. So in this instance, when you're practicing, what you can also do is you can also pick up the calendar which I used for my ordination. Okay. You can open my ordination and you can use the calendar which I assigned. The same calendar you can assign to your inventory org also. Okay. Everyone is able to hear me?
Yes, Krishna.
Yes, Krishna. Yes.
Now, what I do is instead of item, if you put the item, you have to add every new item that you are creating here. I would like to go with the org based. I'll simply select our ordination. I think it could be a target base also. Okay, you try with the target based. Okay, collections you do it with the target based. If it is not working with the target based also, then you change the calendar. Okay. Please don't report this issue again. Okay, I have given the solution now.
Okay, sir.
Next is what? So as part of the GOP, we are done with one thing, that is generating the schedule ship date.
Sourcing.
And next thing is
Sourcing.
sourcing rule, nothing but identifying the fulfillment org. Identifying the source. So from the task list, I'm clicking on sourcing rules. I'm clicking on sourcing rules. I'm creating a sourcing rule. I'm naming it as shift from, and enter the effective date. And so here transfer from is nothing but shift from. Transfer from is nothing but shift from. And select the org from which organization you want to ship. I would like to shift from Hyderabad organization. How much the total 100% of the fulfillment I want to be done from this org, rank 1. So you can also configure one more row. So this time I'm selecting the Hyderabad org, 100% rank 2. What is this rank 1 and rank 2 and the allocation percentage? I'll explain you shortly. Okay. So as part of the shift from rule, I selected the transfer type as a transfer from, and I added the inventory of nations, and then rank 1 and rank 2. Okay. So which customer sales orders has to be shipped from this organization, that we need to assign. That is called as assignment set. Assignment set. I'm navigating to assignment set. There is a seeded assignment set called global order promising. There is a seeded assignment set called global order promising. Open that. And here I'm gonna select the combination of I'll do one thing. I'm entering the customer. I'll take a business case here. I'm entering the customer, and I'm entering the site. Okay. So this site is Hyderabad site, right? You see Hyderabad, Hyderabad, Telangana, right? So this customer location, the customer location is Hyderabad location, right? If it is Hyderabad location, we would prefer to deliver from the Hyderabad org or not? We prefer to deliver
sir.
from Hyderabad org, right? So I'm selecting the sourcing rule and select that particular sourcing rule here. Select that particular sourcing rule here. Okay. And I'm saving it. I'll do one thing. Let me name this sourcing rule as I'm naming this rule as like this, HYD Bangalore shift from. So what I just did, I'm searching here. If the customer location is the Hyderabad or Bangalore location, then what we are doing, we are actually calling which sourcing rule?
Hyderabad.
This
Hyderabad
source,
BLS ship from sourcing.
we are calling this sourcing rule. As per this sourcing rule, if you place an order for this customer and especially for this location it's going to call which sourcing rule? This sourcing rule. And if you go to this sourcing rule, what is the first org that will consider Hyderabad org? The first rank one org is what? Hyderabad org. If there is no stock available under Hyderabad org, then it will consider the rank 2 ordination. Okay. Suppose if the stock is not available, then it will consider the rank 2 ordination. That's what rank 1 and rank 2. So this is first preference. If the stock is not available, then Bangalore org is the second preference. So I would like to prefer, or I would like to, shift from Bangalore ordination. Clear? This business case is clear, right, team? So in
Yes,
this
Krishna.
situation, when you create a sales order for this customer and especially for this location, so you need not to enter the warehouse. I mean, in the sales order, you need not to enter. So system will automatically pick up the source from this sourcing rule configuration. Here you have sourcing rule setup and then assignment setup. So you no need to create a new assignment. You can open the existing seeded assignment called global order promising. Seeded assignment set called global order promising. Okay, and from there, according to the conditions that you have written here, it will pick up the sourcing rule. Okay, and also other than this location, suppose the same customer, different location, then it will pick up this sourcing rule? No. It will throw error saying that unable to identify the fulfillment or source for this ordination. So what is the first preference? The first preference is if you enter the source, nothing but if you enter the warehouse or inventory ordination at the sales order level, it will pick up that. If you don't enter, without entering that, if you submit the sales order, then it will look for the eligible conditions here. Suppose if that sales order is created for this customer and for this location, it will pick up from this sourcing rule. For this customer for a different location, we don't have a condition here, right? It will not be able to determine the fulfillment or for that sales order. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we have ADFDA configuration. Okay. You can upload the assignment sets using the ADFDA. Okay. So similarly, this customer is, or you can also, there is one more different conditions are available here. Combinations are available here. I'm selecting so let's take in India, you have in India, okay, you have you have facility in Hyderabad and Bangalore only. In India, let's take. So what I'm doing here, I'm selecting, see here, region and everything I'm selecting. So this is optional. Let me just select only country. I'm selecting only country. So in this case, what is the condition? If your sales order customer is from India country, then we have only the plant in Hyderabad and Bangalore. So the shipment will happen from only Hyderabad and Bangalore. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. So this is one more condition. So like that, you can enter, suppose category is there. Category is there. Suppose, so you maintain always spare parts. Always you maintain under only these facilities, Hyderabad and Bangalore only. Suppose if any sales order, is for spare part category, then always it should be shipped from this particular source central. Okay. So these are the different, use cases, business cases. So according to the client requirement, you can configure. The beauty is here, you have a ADFDA, you need not to configure manually. You can do it using the upload process. Okay. And we have, this is for the standard sales order. This is for the standard sales order. Okay. There is something called a dropship sales order is also there. Dropship sales order. We all know about the dropship sales order. We all know, okay? But we need to think of it. So we're all placing orders from Amazon or Flipkart, okay, or other e-commerce platform, right? So when you place an order in the e-commerce platform, so we place an order, okay, and that will be shipped by Amazon. Some products are shipped by Amazon, but some products are shipped by Amazon suppliers, right? Amazon is shipping, no, Amazon is just taking the order from you, and Amazon is processing that order to Amazon supplier, and Amazon suppliers are sending the product directly to the customer. They pack in Amazon boxes. You feel like the product is shipped by Amazon, but Amazon suppliers are picking the, sending the product to you by packing in the Amazon boxes. That's called as a drop ship. Amazon is not shipping. Who is shipping? Amazon suppliers are shipping the product to you.
Yes.
That's called dropship. Okay. So we can also configure the dropship situation also. Okay. So to configure dropship situation, you have to configure the by sourcing rule. You have to configure by sourcing rule. Okay. So in place of, let me add the effective date. So here transfer from is nothing but you are shipping from your facility. Buy from is nothing but you are relying on your supplier. You are relying on your supplier basically. I did not create any suppliers. I'll just randomly pick up some suppliers from the okay. This is also possible. You can actually split. You can actually split in the sense, let me show you. So see what is happening. Entire sales order quantity, 80% should be fulfilled by this supplier, and then 20% should be fulfilled by this supplier. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is allocation percentage. I hope you understood rank and allocation percentage, and then buy from. Okay. So this buy from sourcing rule also you can call. Okay. How you can call based on the conditions that you have written under the assignment set. Based on the conditions that you have written under the assignment set. So here you can go ahead and configure the client requirement here, and accordingly you can call that respect to buy from sourcing rule that I just configured. Okay. So I would like to repeat again. So in the sales order, we are able to enter in the sales order the fulfillment the fulfillment org or supplier you can enter in the sales order. This is the first preference. And if you don't enter here, then it will look for the first. It will I will clearly tell you the flow. First, it will go to a profile option. This is first preference. Okay. What is second preference? The second preference is it goes to a profile option. What is that profile option? I'll explain you. And from that profile option, it will pick up the assignment set. Okay. And from the assignment set, it will pick up the sourcing rule. Sir, what is that profile option. I'll show you that profile option, and this is our Excel workbook. And here, so if you see this one, main is administrator profile values. Okay, I'm going to this configuration. So I'm in implementation user. Main is administration profile values, and I copied the profile option. No, is it? This is a profile option. MSP default assignment set. MSP default assignment set. This is the profile option. So in this profile option, currently which assignment set is selected? Currently
Role
which is,
11.
huh?
Jan assignment role 11.
But what we have, we configured our conditions under which assignment set?
GOP.
GOP.
So that's why, you should not create multiple assignment sets, because your sales order always picks this assignment set. Okay. So all your conditions should be under one assignment set only. That's why you don't create any new assignment set. What you all can do is you all can configure the conditions under this assignment set only. Okay. So this is the profile option I was talking about. So the sales order, it will first comes to this profile option. This profile option, MSP default assignment set. It will look for what is the assignment set that is attached. Okay. And it goes to that assignment set. It goes to that assignment set. This is assignment set, right? So from this assignment set, it will identify the respective condition. If the condition is matched, then it will pick up the sourcing rule from here. Good?
Yes, Krishna. Good.
Got it.
So after that, so here, not only by, we have something called a make sourcing rule also, make. So in case of standard sales order, once you submit the sales order, what are the next steps? Sales order, release sales order, peak sales order, ship, correct? In case of buy sales order, nothing but dropship sales order. Once you submit the sales order, it will create a requisition, purchase order. That is a flow, and your supplier is going to ship product to the customer. That is a flow in case of dropship. What is that make at sourcing rule? What is that make at sourcing rule? The moment you submit the sales order, it will create a manufacturing order. It will create a manufacturing order. The make at sourcing rule always a local sourcing rule. It is a local sourcing rule. Okay. Select the local and select the inventory org. Select the inventory org, nothing but your manufacturing facility. Your manufacturing facility. From here, you're actually manufacturing the product. Okay, you can see here, whatever the org that you selected, your manufacturing plant, that is automatically, you see, earlier in case of global sourcing rule, you only see two options, that is transfer from and buy from. But this third option is displayed is because of the local sourcing rule only. Okay. If you select local, you'll see make it option. And if you select make it option, automatically the manufacturing facility that you selected, it is defaulted here, and you can. So in this case, what will happen? In case of make at sourcing rule, if your sales order is triggering this particular rule, that means after the sales order is submitted, it will create a manufacturing order, nothing but work order to manufacture that particular item. Okay. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Krishna.
Now after running the collections, we are able to configure all this because because your org is displayed because you collected the org. So in sourcing rule and in ATP rule, suppose if your master data is not displaying, means that's a collection problem. Okay. Now after defining all these configurations, you have to refresh order promising server. You have to refresh order promising server, which can be done from the scheduled process. Tools and scheduled process, schedule new process. Refresh and start. Refresh and order promising server. Okay, this need to be run. If you have done any changes, we created new sourcing rule, right? We also created new ATP rules. So you can select the changes that you did to the respective object, and you can select that and you can refresh. Okay, but for the very first time, you refresh everything. But from the next time, whatever that, suppose you collected new item. Okay, so you refresh that data. You collected new ordination, you refresh. So you modified or you created new ATP rules or sourcing rule. You select that and then submit it. Okay. That's all about GOP team. Global order promising. Okay. The purpose of global order promising is, what is the purpose? The purpose is to, these two are the purposes. Identifying the schedule ship date and identifying the source for the sales order. Okay. So this identifying the schedule ship date is from the ATP rule configuration, and identifying the source from the sourcing rule. Okay. So now we can start with the distributed order orchestration. I just finished all this part. Okay. So we can start with the distributed order orchestration.